are you? Happy New Year! Welcome to the year 2024. I hope all your wishes and all your dreams come true. I hope you all had a brilliant Christmas and a wonderful New Year's Eve, partying with loads of food and drinks and having games, everything. And welcome. It's nice to be back. I had the weekend off. My son's birthday was New Year's Eve, so we had to celebrate that, of course. So I'm delighted to be back. What more can I say? So we're going to do something today, again to do with Valentine's Day. Somebody gave me a request. Oh gosh, I think it was Boxing Day. I did reply in a private message and say that I won't be back properly till 1st of January. And here we are, all the way back. Now I can start back work and get creative. So I know we should be doing spring things, but I thought I'd do this request, just seeing that we had it just before Christmas. So the lady asked me if I could do like a bird cage arrangement. Well, fortunately I've got two. There's one smaller than this, and then there's this one. But because Iris likes big, I went for the bigger one. And it's just a round silver bird cage, and the lid just lifts up like that. I put a round plastic tray inside, and put some oasis, and put my favourite, what I've got a fetish for at the moment, my wreath wrapping to cover it. I've glued the oasis in the dish, and I've placed 2 holes in the dish here and fastened it to the bird cage so it doesn't move around in the cage. So it's all secure. Oh, it's great to be back again, properly now, properly. And everybody, I have missed you all. I really, really have. I've missed chatting away. Sandra, Teresa, David, Julie, Jenny, and Julie Johnson. Everybody, really. All the names up. There's that many names I can't remember them all. So, if you're all watching again, happy New Year, and a prosperous New Year, and a good health to you all. So guys, there's my bird cage, and as I like to do, I'm gonna go through everything. My cat's with me, but he's been trying to sleep on everything, so I've had to go and get a blanket from out the house, put it on the end of the workbench for him to sit on there, and he's sat on there. So that's all he wants to do, is sleep. So let's go through everything. I've done a bow. I've tried to prepare some bits, and some bits I haven't. But I've done a bow that I was considering attaching to the top, so it comes down like that. Oh my good gracious me, doesn't that look pretty? So, and then I thought I'll have a few tail ends. I don't want to do the waterfall effect, and the waterfall effect is where you gather all your bows, your tail ends, if I can get it, and then just loop them and pinch them and attach them. That's a waterfall effect. So I may cut them shorter. I think I might, more than likely, because I want to see my flowers. But I thought I've got to have the bow on the top. I don't want it here at the bottom. It's in the way. I don't want it off to one side because you won't see it. We're going to have to make that statement piece at the top. So that is our bow. And they are all 5-inch loops. I've got the gingham in black and white. I've got the red background with the cerise pink and the light pink love hearts. I've got the Happy Valentine's Day with the truck on, and I've also got another one here with the pink, white and cerise pink love heart, and then a red beautiful velvet at the back. So why not, guys? Oh, it is fabulous now, back to normal. Not saying that I didn't enjoy Christmas holiday and the New Year, but I have been itching to get back. So here I am. So let's go through, guys, what we're going to use. Right. I've only just took some bits I've put because they come on a big stem and they don't come singular. So I've placed them on a little pick. Just like these, what I said look like, I did say asparagus fern, but I changed my mind to fennel, I think. I think it was fennel. I'm sure it was. I've just grabbed a bunch of my conifer. Now people may think conifer, she used that a lot for Christmas. But guys, cypress leaves or conifer, whichever you want to call it, are an all year round greenery. And people have them on the gardens all year round, and they are fabulous. They grow big. They really do grow big. I used to have some at one of my houses where I lived, but they grew that big we had to chop them all out because they wouldn't stop growing. So, and they used to give me a rash as well, so I don't know if my skin was allergic to them or not. So we've got those. I've got my rubbery textured fern. Again, fern is an all year round plant, so we've got our fern. So that's that one. And I've got my salal, just in case we need some filler foliage. So I've got that. I've got a lot of foliage out, really. I just thought, well, let's grab a lot. I don't know which one I want to use, but we'll go with it. I found these in my oddments box. Again, I always check that before I start. And I found some harvest leaves, so 2 pieces. So I thought we may incorporate those as well. And then I've cut these down off a big stem. I've tried to cut a few down. I've tried to do them different ways. Cut a few down long, and then I've done some singular again and some smaller. So I've tried to prepare them in advance. And they're not oddments either. They're off one bush. So I've 2 stems, so I've been chopping them into different sizes. And I've also done the same with my ficus, my variegated ficus. I've chopped some long pieces off, as you can see, and then I've done smaller pieces, individual ones, a littler, maybe to go around the bottom, and different sizes, again off of 2 stems. Now I've got this red, deep burgundy red ruscus, and I've done the same with this. I thought, well, I'll bring one bunch out in case I need the long stems, but on the other one I chop them individually down, again like I did with the ficus and the silver dollar. So I've got 3. These are 2 bunches here, and this is my 3rd in case I want longer ones. So, and they are a deep red. They are fabulous looking, and these are push-ups. You can have them as well how you like that, or all the way to the top. I just push them all the way to the top for the smaller ones. So that's what we've got for those. Now I've got some pink blush roses. I've not touched these yet. Still got the tag on. Doesn't say, it just got the barcode on. So I thought I could, and these have got the rubbery stem, so I thought I may incorporate, well I will incorporate the blush roses. Aren't they beautiful? Lovely for a nice Valentine's, fresh looking. I've got red ones out as well, red roses, and I've also taken out one of the Christmas ones, but I'm going to take the leaves off, the foliage, and use the glittery one in the centre. But then I've also got some bright red roses as well that I'm going to incorporate also. Now I did get these out. These are the glittery, I can't make out whether they're supposed to be the gerbras or the daisies or geminis, but they're glittery. And then there wasn't just for Christmas, you know, you could use, I use them for Christmas, but you could also use them for Valentine's Day, you know, party arrangements, you know, Mother's Day, a bit of sparkle, anything, absolutely anything. So I've got a few of those out. I'm not saying I'm going to use everything, as you know, and I've got some white. We've got to add white to lift it, to lift the colour, to lift, make the contrast come alive, you know, with all the colours, the reds. So I've got my calla lilies. Here we go again, back to using all of these. Can't wait. And I've chopped these down because I want these at the bottom. And I have got these again. I've chopped them off of one bush or excuse me, stem, and these are one of my favourites. I've never found any what looks so good as these, my miniature ranunculus. Now they are divine. I have these in several colours, purples, whites, reds, pink. These are beautiful. I've tried to look for other companies, wholesalers, who do them the same as these, really tightly compact, and I can't find any. So I got out some seeds, seed heads, and I thought we could incorporate some of those again, a different texture. So we've got those also. Now I've got these. I brought one out with a bit of glitter and love art. Isn't that sweet? And then I've got some, these weren't on picks, I've placed picks in myself. Some little ones like that, look. Oh, aren't they lovely? Oh. And then I've got a pink one. A big pink rattan or wooden love heart. I was considering placing that with the bow at the top. I don't know yet. I may put a pick on it. I haven't put one on. So I can't make my mind up what I want to do with it. So I thought I won't put a pick on it just yet, in case I don't even use it. So those. And I showed you these on one of my videos, I think the other day. Guys, Julie Hodgkins knows about these. She showed me on her screen, and I've put on what she ordered, and I said, oh my good gracious me, I've ordered some. So we have got ones, these are bigger stems than these. These have only got red love hearts and pink berries and a few red berries. That's that one. But then I spotted these with the bigger ones where they've got pink and red big love hearts and red and pink berries, and they all are wired to the tip. And oh my goodness, so you can the paperback, so you can take them off and you will get lots out of it. Guys, I bought an abundance of these. As soon as I spotted them, oh my god, got to have them, got to have them. So guys, I am definitely gonna incorporate these into our bird cage, and it's like having love hearts in the cage and locking your love together. Oh, isn't that romantic? So that is what we've got today. My cat don't look interested. So there's everything, and I'm sitting down today. Really, I should be standing up because I've sat down a lot watching movies galore and TV programs. Oh my gosh, all over the Christmas period. I should stand up, but hey ho, I'm gonna put the bow on last because, or perhaps, you know, around the middle of us doing the arrangement, just so I can see concerning the tail ends. I think I'm going to cut them. In fact, I know I will, because I need to see the floral. But I think that looks lovely. Let me see about this love art. Oh, oh, gone wrong already. Place that love art in the centre of the bow. Oh, dearie me. So we'll place that on at a later stage, but I'm opening that because some of our floral I want popping out. I'm going to try my best, but I'm not promising, guys, to show some of the cage. You know me, I like big and it ends up covering everything I have, so I'm going to try my best. So obviously that's the back, that's the front, so let's get moving. So here we go. Where's all that ficus, and let's grab all of that. Have I left any? Oh, oh, oh. Everything's falling. I can't push everything to the end now because of my cat. Oh, it's so good to be back. I said to my husband last night, oh, I'm back making videos tomorrow and I cannot wait. So back to normal, making videos every day for, well, 5 days. And it is a glorious feeling. Glorious feeling. So let's start, guys. Let's look for longer pieces. 1, 2. I don't even know how many I cut down. 3, 4. Oh, I cut majority of them in long. So I've got to keep reminding myself that these have got to go through and then pierce them, bring some of the leaves out, so it's coming through like that. So that's what we're going to start to do with my new clippers, what my son bought me for Christmas. So I'm going to go, let's see, I don't want to get glue on. I'm going to push it through. See, I can keep lifting the lid just to make sure that it's in correctly, and then bringing it back down just to see, or manipulate the head at the stem just to make it look like it's natural. Oh, I hope you all had a good New Year's Eve. I'm going to bring some down the back. And place it in. We had all fireworks going off last night, but I made sure my cats were in. But oh my good gracious me, it was loud. Very loud. And then come midnight, the local town centre, they let them all go off, and oh my gosh, it just didn't stop. People on the street as well. So it's not like really I could have gone to bed and gone to sleep because of the noise. Even some people were still letting fireworks off at 1 o'clock in the morning. I'm just placing these through. I've ordered some new ribbon for Easter, so I don't want to do the Easter bunny arrangement until my new ribbon arrives. I think I've ordered about 6 rolls. I can't quite remember. I don't know when it's coming though. Because it didn't give a delivery date. It didn't state how long it's going to take to deliver. Looks a bit like a Woody effect. I'm trying to think, I've seen a film where it's got a bird cage where it's like that, and it's got, I think, but ivy growing out of it. One, let's have a look. I'm going to lift that. In fact, no, I'm going to place that through. Bring some of the leaves through again. And then I want one on this side. Look at that, don't that look pretty? And I have that sticking out. Where's that other one? I can't grab it. So I'll just get those. Oh gosh. That's it. Twist it that way. So it looks like it's popping through the top. I'm going to keep checking with the bow. Again, I just want to because I want it to obviously have leaves around the bow. Let me cut those because I can see already I'm going to cut them. I think my cat's missed it being in here as well. See, he's fast asleep now. That's all it is a blanket. And then he's snoring his head off. Could turn those up and have it like the loops. Like that. Isn't that divine? Ladder. I was actually thinking before I started, I could have it coming out of the front, trailing just slightly along the surface. So basically, just coming out like that and just trailing out slightly. I think I might do that. I should have kept these long, so I could do those with the oh gosh, eucalyptus, because I've got some long stems of those, so I might just push these in short, because I want something at the bottom, and just incorporate them into and make them look like they're slightly going down onto the ground. If I bend it before I put it in. Oops, I nearly. Couple at the front. Like that. So I'll just take the bow off again, and then what we'll do our eucalyptus. Here's a longer piece. Again, I want it like just seeping out like that, and I think I'm gonna also, with the flower, if I just get a rose, bring that out as well. I don't want everything in there. I just want to bring out something and have it trailing outwards. Like you do when you see the ivy, that trails some of it along the floor. So I want to have that sort of effect. Just a small one, I don't want to overdo it like that. And get it in. It's moving in my hand. I can't get my fingers through. One moment. Let's give it a sharper point. Just trying to where to hold. That's better. I'll bring this one through here. It's like weaving it through the bars. That one's not going onto the floor where I'd like it, so where's that? There we are. just like that. I'm gonna let's see where a really big one is. If this, which one's the biggest in height? I think. And that's why I've got these, so because it'll come to a point where we won't be able to lift this up because there's, I've got blue all over me, there's all the foliage sticking out, so hence the reason I've got, I can get them in. Things like these pliers that'll grab them and I can put a bit of force on them. A few coming out of the side. Put that one down as well. Oh, I tell you, I can't stop thinking in my head, oh, it's wonderful to be back. Wonderful to be back. When I'm placing these in, I'm not leaving them out, sticking out like that, Ali. I'm lifting them up towards, you know, the top, just so they don't all look like they're going out. I don't want it to look too far out. Oh, I nearly dipped it in my cup. Too far out. So I'm just placing it in from the side because I don't want it coming out like that, if you can see. So I'm getting the stem and I'm just lifting it upright. And then just manipulating it. Again, if you feel you can't grab it or make it do what you want, I get my pliers, give it more of an upright look and hold the stem with it. So I want one here at the bottom. Look. Just put one at the back. As well. So we've got that one at the back, at the bottom here. Let down. I need something there, but I have got the other things like the fern. Do. Oh, I nearly did it again. Back to my silly self. Something there. Well, some of these stems I'm cutting them quite short and pushing them right up to there. So they are, some of them are really short as well. That's a long one. Yeah, let's get that one in there. Just cut that. And weave some of if the leaves look squashed, then just bring them down so they can come out somewhere where they don't look as squashed. Let's have a look. There we go. So, fern. I did leave one piece where it was at the size that it is. That's what you get on just one stem and out of the whole bush. And I tend to pull them off sometimes and just put a pick on them, so then I can get more. So then I'll get 1, 2, 4 out of that instead of just one. But if I, you know, where are they? Like I have done on that one, put my own pick on. But sometimes I do need them as they are quite tall. So I want to place this in, but I'm going to have to weave it. So if I just go from the back at front and do it, so I can see where I'd like it to be. So now I'm going to weave it so it looks squashed now. So what I'm going to do is get this one here. Let's see if it looks better coming out of the next section of the bars than where it were. So it's got, you know, its own little space. Yeah. And then this one, let's bring this one out here. See if that looks good there. What about that one? Yeah, that's better. So that's how now that looks. I think that one could go in the next one actually. So let's try it and see. Yeah, that looks much better. So that's what I've done now, where I've weaved it in and out of the bars. If you've got one what's got the opening here, sometimes you have one with an opening here, a door here. Then that's great, because then you can open the door and then go in and place your things. Or you could still go from the top, because this has only got one opening. I can still lift it slightly just to place things in. So let's get the odd one in from here and make sure again, I just want to got another one where I've just left 2 on instead of 4. So I've tried to make a variety of different ones instead of just the same. do one here. I'm just going around looking for where I could place some at the bottom. You know, just to give it that movement around the bottom as well, and around the back. Again, some I'm pushing right in. Again, because I don't want them all sticking too far out. Oh, that one hasn't got a stem on it. So let's place one on. This will, you know, more than likely be going up against a wall or something. If you want it to go on a table, then, you know, you try to remember to do a 360 degrees arrangement where it's all around. And, you know, you haven't got some of your leaves facing just where the, like here, where the ficus, you can't, they're not facing that way. But if you're doing a 360, then you must place, you know, your foliage facing out towards the back as well. Mine's all facing inwards because it's going to be a front facing, because again, I'm having the bow sitting here. I'm not having the bow like that. I want it leaning forward. So mine's a front facing one where it's going to just mainly be here. So my ficus is facing this way, or should I say towards you, instead of towards me at the back here where you're looking at it. I do want to place some in the centre here as well, because I do want foliage in the centre. Just sticking out. Now I've got another one that's got two on it. So let's have a look where I could place that. I wonder if for some reason I'm drawn to the back just to place one down here. So let's get that one there. God, it's lovely that my cat's asleep. He did have a bed in here, you know, guys, and then he stopped using it. So I moved it out of the way. But for some reason now, it's like he wants it back. So I'm going to bring one from the inside. Just lift up that, and then that's going to come through the top by just placing it through. Let's have a look, and I think I want one around the centre, around here. cut that one a little bit, and I'm going to place that just around here. And I've got one more. Let's have a look. I think I want one down here. That one hasn't got a stem on it either, so we'll use one of these bit of picks that we cut off. You know me, guys, I like full on. Again, I do simple, you know, minimalistic things. I have been trained in all different styles. It's not just you know, big, but when I did, oh, this is years ago, you know, but when I did finish my course and complete my course, well, not just one complete it, my tutor said throughout, you know, on occasions, once you start doing your, you know, you've done your course and things like that, and you go out there, you will find, even though you've been taught in things, I mean, then that gives you just the advantage of knowing different styles, but you will pick up your own style. Or because you've been, you know, we've taught you different styles here, doesn't mean to say you have to, yes, stick to the principle, you know, and how you was taught, but you will get your own style. Some like tend to, she said, what was the word? Some people, if they set their own business up and do minimalistic arrangements. Some people may do a variety, or others may go out there and do big. And I'm one of them. I do big. She says, but you will always do the same principle of what you was taught, but you will pick up your own style, and that's what basically at the end of the day is the person that you are, is the style that you like, and it's not that you're doing anything wrong. You just, it's like people who make clothes and that, they make their own style of clothes. It's just the same with flowers. It's all the same principle, like with clothes, you're sewing them together. With the flowers, you're placing them together, but some people just like big, some people like minimalistic, some people like small, variety. There's all different styles that you do. And I'm one of these where I do big, I like big, but again, that doesn't mean to say I can't do anything else. I can. I've been trained in all different styles, so you know. But this is where I've found myself. This is what I like, and she was right. You do find what you like to do. You know, again, it's not that you're doing wrong. So yeah. So you yourselves, when you start, you know, even if you're a beginner, you know, I say the same to yourselves. Don't think that because you see somebody who has done a beautiful minimalistic, which there's beautiful things out there, arrangement, that you've got to do that. No. I was told that as well. Don't copy what's basically around. Think outside the box, so to speak. You know, try and think. Yeah, you can research and look at designs that are out. Even my husband says this. You know, just do you. Just do your style, what you like to do, and think outside the box. And also, if you've got a design in your head, it's not wrong. It's a design, you know. It's creative design. And we're all like that, you know, people who do things like this, you know, you're not wrong. There's people, you know, people who have been in this industry who are multimillionaires through doing things like this, you know, like making flowers for the Queen, the President, you know, but they've got their style. So it doesn't mean to say you can't do something and make your style stand out. There's people out there who don't like this, you know, big, but again, try, if you like big, try to do things small as well, in a smaller scale, just to give you a little experience in, you know, if you're not professionally trained, try to do things in a smaller scale, not just like me big. Again, people ask me to do, you know, they want a small arrangement, perhaps like that, then I'll do them a small arrangement, but I always make it look beautiful. And you can too, you really can, guys. It doesn't mean to say that you have to do big, that big is best. No, no. Even though I like big, it's not always the best. You know, be yourselves, guys. If you've got a nice creative style in your head and you've not seen it before around, don't think to yourselves that you've done wrong. You haven't, guys. It's just that you've come up with a nice, beautiful design, and that's all there is to it. We're all wonderful in his own way. You know, some people again like the Ikebana style, which is exceptionally minimalistic. You know, I like it, but it's not my style. I've got my own style. You'll pick up your own style, you know, and that becomes you. You'll find that you do that style more often, and because you enjoy it, and then you realise that you find a style you like, and that's you. So, you know, enjoy. That's all I say. Practice of different things, but enjoy. You'll soon find your style, and I did. We all will, because you're all great. Let's just try this. I want to see. See, I like big. Look, big bows, leaves, greenery everywhere. I love my green. And I bet you're thinking, oh gosh, there's not much room for flowers. There is. Oh, there sure is. So I'm not going to put that on again yet. I keep testing it, but I'm not going to put it on yet. So let's start. I'm saving the Salal because that is more like my filler foliage. So I'm saving that. But I am dying to place these in, guys. And because it's greenery, it looks like a woody effect with it being paperback. I'm not going to put the whole bunch in, I don't think. No, that's too busy in one area, so it needs spreading out. But I do want the pinks and the red love hearts. Right, I'm going to have to put picks on these. So I could have some here. I want my my floral tape. I didn't get this out. Naughty girl. I'm using brown because the stems are brown. I try to keep within the colour of the actual paperback. So what did I just do with that one guy? There we are. So again, I'll get a pick, I'll place it on right just under where it finishes, the flowers finish here, and then get my tape and because it's fairly heavy, not too heavy, I will go back up to the top, but I bring the tape below where this stem on here on the Love Arts finished. I will go slightly about ½ an inch down below that stem for this, you know, to keep it supported and secured, and then I'll just go all the way back to the top. Look at those. La. Sorry, breaking out a song again. Can't help myself. So I want to bring this around here, and I'm going to, I don't really need to bend it over, bend the main stem, because these will bend over themselves. Because the rose that's got the glitter on, that is where, let me take these off because I don't want gold. The rose with the glitter on, I want just bringing out here. And then what I'm going to thinking of doing is then bring in, you'll have to excuse it falling, it's just that I don't want to put it in. Bring these shorter, I can bring it there. Slightly there, and incorporate some of the pink ones. I'll just use I've got glue on me. I've got glue on me, bastards. What have I been doing? And then start incorporating it inside. You know, bring that in a little bit, and then obviously I'm going to place things like this sticking out, and then incorporate the pink and add that in as well. So that is my plan. So that'd have to come further out like that. Or I could put a pink one there. Tie wrap on it. Now, as I said before, some flowers have rubber stems. It's not just the tulips or things like that. You get roses. Oh, you get some stems where they've got just their own foliage. That's weird. That is weird. So yeah, you can pull this one off, and what I tend to do then is cut about, I don't know if you can see, that much off, depending on how far I want the rose or where I want to place it. Push it back up, and then you've got the wire sticking out, because if you place this rubber in your glue pan or glue gun, and then it'll start to melt, and then thanks hubby, and then once you push it in, that rubber will push up and it won't go inside the oasis. So that's the reason I cut them. And I wanted to place a pink one there. I think the pink one, you know, to make it stand out, is very pretty. So, shall we get those in? There's another way I was always taught, and I realised this, and I've not said. Excuse me. When you're doing things like, you know, the vase arrangements, or I think in America you call them vase, or I'm not sure, sorry if I'm wrong, and you're doing the arrangements, I don't know, I'll get this for an example. You've got your oasis inside. If you're not gluing them, then there's another way to place them in without gluing them. Say like if I've got a long stem like that, and I don't want it that long, you don't always have to cut them. If you can bend it over like that, as a U-bend, and then place it in your oasis, then that's fine. And then you could glue just at the top. That's another way of doing it. Or you could glue the U-bend and then place it in. And that also applies, I forgot about this, I was talking to my husband last night, not last night, a few days ago. I can't believe I've not said it. And that also applies to things like this. If you don't want to cut the stem, say if you're practicing something and you've not tried it before, so you're trying it out before you do it for, you know, the actual one. Bend it over. Let me just cut that bit off. Bend it over like here, and then I can glue it, place it in the oasis, and that's it. And then if you think it's not right and you don't like it and you want to take the whole thing apart, once you pull the rose out, you will have that full stem left because you haven't cut it. That's another way if you haven't got picks. That's another way I was taught. So I'm not saying that's, you know, that's what everybody does, or everybody may think, you know, that's the wrong way, but you can do it like that, guys. You know, on this occasion I want it this long, the red rose, so I'm not cutting it, I'm not bending it, but I want it sticking out because I've got these slightly longer. And then I want just these. I'm not going to do anything with those either. You know, cut it because I want those. Just slightly there. Yeah, that's another way. I forgot all about that. That you can just do a U-bend with your flowers stem, and then if you don't like it and you want to take it apart, then you've still got the full stem. No, I need this one smaller. So now I'm going to cut this rubber one quite small. Yeah. And then that is going lift that up, and that is placed like that. Let let me just go and grab my coffee, guys. My hubby's bought me a coffee. Can't you tell I'm back at work? Coffee time. Guess what I said to him last night? Come on, Skivvy, get that kettle on. I told him, you got to do it, you know, I run after you all the time. At least you could get kettle on and do your duty. He looked at me and just went, I thought it was ready for me. Oh, guys, on one of the other videos, I was saying, why can't they do something with electric where you've got a cord, but you put your cup on and it keeps your coffee warm? I found one. I have found one. Well, it's my birthday this month, and I'm going to ask, because the kids have asked me what I'd like. I said, oh my gosh, we've just got over Christmas. But then 2 days ago I was searching and just looking on the internet and I found one. Guess what I'm going to ask them for? A cup warmer to keep my coffee nice and hot so I don't waste it. Oh, what a joy. What a joy. I am really excited when I spotted that. Right, I've got now these. And I may, I'm not saying for definite, just place them, because they're light and they're airy, next to the roses. We'll see. I was going to place white in, but don't that look pretty? So I've got 3 red. Now let's see. Pink. Right, now this is where I start to place. There's your small triangle. Then there's your triangle with your 2 red and your pink. And there's a triangle with your 3 pink. I don't know if you can see that. I probably didn't show it you properly. So this is a low triangle, but you've got your 2 and your 1. Here you've got your 2 red and your pink for your triangle. Here you've got your 3 pinks for a triangle. But then I would place, I know the bow's coming on, so I could bring these, let's see, out the side. Again, I'm just placing these, guys. Oh gosh. And then if you look at the side, you've got this as your triangle. And the same on here. This is your triangle. But I'm not going to be placing them where, you know, too close to each other. I need them to have that space because it is big, you know. Again, once the bow's on, let me just place that there. You still need to be able to see your floral. So I think at this stage we'll attach our bow oh, I've got it upside down. So there's a tail ends. Da, 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 da. I know you what this new year haven't brought me. A clear memory. Keep forgetting. Let me just see before I cut. Turn that tail end over. So that is where that will go. We'll just start now and attach it securely. I'm going through the ring at the top. I'm just twisting it like you would with your bow at the back. Pushing it back through to the front because I don't want people to catch their hands on it. Right, let's just see. Fluff that. See these tail ends here, all I've done, you can either keep them short and hanging, that's entirely your own preference, you know, but I'm going to lift them under. So it looks like another loop from the bow, and I've done that with all of them just so I can see my floral, which helps. You can cut them shorter so they're not on show, but it makes it, by doing that, you're adding more loops, and I think that looks lovely. Again, my personal preference. So I do want to add some more of these in. I don't get that. Why would you just put one leaf in a great big long stem like that? Why don't you just attach it with the flower? That's weird, because the flower hasn't even got any on. So why don't you just attach that to the flower so it's all like that? And then if you don't want it, you can pull it off. Wow. Isn't there some weird things out there? So, again, I'm just seeing where I'd like this place. Oh, that's pretty there. We need some coming up from near the bow as well. Now I'm in two minds whether this one that I've used. Take that paper back off. And to place it like that. Not stand up because it needs a pick on it, but like that at the top. So if you can see, I've got one here, and then one under the main red rose at the bottom. So there is your triangle. Now by placing them one here, so you've got here, here, here is your triangle above. So then that looks balanced. So let me get these roses in, otherwise they're gonna, oh my good gracious me. I keep breaking out in song. Shall I tell you why I keep breaking out in song? Because I've been singing carols and everything, and I've been listening to Christmas and New Year songs and that, and I've got the choir starts back this Thursday. So I don't know what we're going to be doing, but it starts back this Thursday, and I am looking forward to it because it's our 50th anniversary this year. So I am really looking forward to it. Right, I'll put these in. I'm not putting them as low as these two at the front. I did bring it up slightly so the head is facing up towards, you know, the sky. Because roses don't just, when they grow, you see again, I always keep in mind natural things. Roses don't grow to the ground, facing the ground, they grow up. So I always try to bear that in mind. So that is that. Is that one in? I can't remember. No, I didn't think it was in. I want to say I can't remember placing that one in. If you can't get them off, then also get your clippers, the rubbery stem. Don't cut the wire inside, just cut the rubber on the outer side and then pull it off, and then you'll be left with the wire at the bottom. That's another way of getting it off. Go through. Like that. So let's get these in. I'm not putting no coarse florist tape on this because I've not peeled it off. It's staying as it is. Again, because they're wired, just manipulate them into any position you'd like. Place the love hearts, you know, where, and the stems where you'd like them to sit. And the same on this side. I tend to like to spread them around so they look like they're intermingled with things. So they're not just, and bend the stems so they're not just immediately straight, just manipulate them slightly. But again, you know, like I said earlier, that's my style. So that's how we've got it looking at the moment. Let me have a sip of my coffee. Oh, I can't believe I found that cup warmer. Oh my good gracious me. Oh, here I go again. Oh, when I used to sing operatic music, you know, or classical music in the house, Molly used to sit there and go to sleep. Not that he were bored. No, not that he were bored. But it used to make him go to sleep. Now Evie, she don't like the loud noise because I do sing soprano first, so not mezzo soprano. But Molly loved it. My husband can't sit in the same room because he's got ear problems and it hurts his ears. But yeah. Now I'm looking at these and I've been keep staring at them, guys, and I don't know whether, oh, I don't know. I was gonna say I don't know whether they'll be too dark, but if I'm gonna just place that in there, let's try one here. I think, what can I lean it on? Oh, I can't get it right down. Oh, here's one. If I place that, excuse me. those. Aren't they pretty? Got a longer one here as well. And I could place that under the bottom. So then I've got my triangle. I'll keep them there. I won't go any further with those as of yet. So 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8. I want. No, then do I place another? We've got a row of pink, so we want a red. One. Oh, let me just go and get another red rose, guys. Oh, I've got one of the same one. I've got that many different ones. Oh gosh. Yeah. So then, as you can see there, I don't want to place any more roses around the top. Just, let's get this one crop. Save that. Let's place this one. Go through there. Like that. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the bottom, 3 of those there, and then 2 red. And that's how it's done. If I didn't have the bow, then I would have brought 2 pink and then 1 red. So it would have ended up, I'll show you, but I wanted a bow. This is just, you know, to give you an idea. Then 2 pink there, and then another red at the top in the centre. So then it's going down like that. But I don't want that as high up. I just want it around there. And so I'm going to place those in there, because then I've got all the other bits that can go in as well. So let's get these red roses in as well. That stem is too thick, so I'm going to pull it off. So that's another thing, if you think a stem is too big, twist it first and then pull, and then get a pick, because it's glued on, and if you pull too hard, then it could ruin the petals. There we go. So, and that one, can't see. There we go. So then you have that look. Oh, doesn't that look pretty? Oh, let me fluff my bows up. don't, where's that one? Do I place one up there? Something's telling me yes. Because if you look at it, guys, from your angle, something's telling me I need something up here, taller, above the bow, so that it's going down then. And again, you can manipulate these with having love arts on as well. So let me put a bit of florist tape around the bottom, because I've pulled some of them off of here. And it's showing white. There we go. And I think I'm gonna need maybe pick on, because it's not, and I'm only going to do it low down because I don't want it up here. I'm only going to do it low down because this is strong enough at the top. So let's take that little bit of, and then again I'm going to go round with the floral tape. I'm going quite far down because I'm not sure where I want it cutting, and I'm just going back up again because it's quite heavy, the one on the top, not really too heavy, but I need it to have that you know, support from the tape. So we don't want it coming off. So let's see how, right, that is with that on. So if I want it about there. So I can see now where I want to cut it. It's just where the green is, top of the green. And cut it in an angle. And we'll go through. Daisy, where's my pliers so I can grab it underneath. Right, I'm still not happy because it's not gone in enough for me. One moment, guys. Some thinner ones. Same where the head's bent, but small tidgy little things. But that will go through and help me to push it down. And get a grip. There we go. There we go. So let's just manipulate how you'd like it. got the Love Arts Day. Right, I don't want those no more, so place those away. I know I've still got let's get attach that. Do it again. What I'm doing with this, I'm attaching it to the ring that the bow's attached to. I'm just gluing it on. Just waiting for it to dry, just to give it a... I don't want it leaning. Do the same from this side. Just going where the ring is and the bow at the back. Having one there. And then placing one there. So they're just scattered about. I'm not putting the big bow on. I don't need more of the roses. I've got my bucket here now where I can place what I don't need instead of on the floor. I may need those. Now then, I'm not going to use that. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe 2 white. I've got those there. I don't think going to use these anywhere else. Too dark for going anywhere. You're not going to see them. Maybe. And let's try our calla lilies. Just by placing them in different places, I just want to see the effect. We're not going to need too many, I don't think, of these. We'll hold on to those. For some reason these are telling me that they looked nice there. So I may plonk one there. See, just there. Perhaps somewhere around there. I mean, they're not the exact, they're not fully put in. Let me put one there. Don't There's our slough. Add a bit of salt fillet. Sorry, I'm just going through, guys, what would look better. Something's telling me to take the calla lilies out. For now, anyway. Use those. Let's try one of the seeds. Just to see what they look like. Yeah. So that's that. I don't want no more conifer. Gosh, I like this bucket. Oh, it's lovely. I don't know why I didn't think of it before. Coffee. So, I've narrowed it down to 4 elements that I may place in. What I'm going to do first is get these ranunculus in. And what I want to do with the ranunculus is just place a few around the side, maybe the odd one sticking up at the back, just to cover that bit of blandness at the back. I don't need any, no, I don't need any in the centre. So that's what we're going to do with that. So again, let's just place some of this ranunculus in and around the back and the sides. At the bottom, I'm not going up at the top, I'm staying round at the bottom. I'm only going to put 3 in. These I'm going to place do I place them in? I'm going to place these also let's see. I'm not having these sticking right up either. I want these low down because they aren't the focal point. They're just going to be in there for the depth. Nothing more. Place that in. Let's get this red ruscus in as well. Before I forget to place that. I've got it all over me again. And let's place that one in under here. again, bring these for the depth again in there at the back. I'm just, why, I know I said that we're not making a 360, we're not. What I'm doing is I'm bringing colour around the back, but I'm bringing colour with smaller flowers. You know, oh, I've got it on me again. What will sit, you know, it will sit up against a wall. Excuse me. But I'm just bringing the colour around the back. You don't just want it plain green. There's, you know, and looking boring that you've got no colour. So that's all I'm doing, is just bringing that colour up and around the back. Or should I say at the bottom, at the back. And I'll do the same with bits of the seed headers as well. I want to get these in, and I'm going to be placing, let's have a look, and this is just a different contrast as well. Again, I'm just going to place these in so I can show you. Where I'd like this to sit. And then I want one up there. So I just want those around the front, here, 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 and so on down the side. The same, similar, you know, mirror image, but not an exact mirror image, as I say. So I know you can't, again, I said you wouldn't see the bird cage, didn't I? Oh dearie me. You can see bits of it popping through. But yeah, this is going to be quite extravagantly big. Right. So let's get these in. Where's the other one here? Another one there. So that's those in there now. Now the salau. I was just thinking as I was placing those, I could put them there, but then again, we're covering it. We're covering the bird cage. So I could also, so I thought to myself, I could just put them there, and that's it on the front. And then we'll work his way, you know, with the greenery, and then we'll work his way with our seeds, and we're going to be placing these in not so they're sticking right out, and pushing them in quite far, as you can see. Well, I say quite far, but just so they're sitting, leaning on top of the actual cage, like that. And that's it for, you know, the salal around the front. And I want to bring a seed head, one there, see, and I'm not going to mirror image these. These are just going to be, you know, scattered around. I've got a taller one there. Let's take the head off of that small one. Place it up here. Same with that. And same with that. I'm going to bring this taller one. Let's have a look. Now that's covering the bird cage. Have to go this side because there, and again I don't want to put no more seed head in. I've placed that this side because, as you can see on here, it's quite you've got that little one down at the bottom of the seed head, so I don't want to place two close together. I know I've got this one here, but this one will be slightly lifted up. So then you've got your triangle going over, turned on its side. So that's what I'm wanting to do on that occasion. So let's just get these seed heads in. And plus it's slightly not as full on this side either. So we need to just place something in. Can't see. One. Just under here. So then I don't need that. So now our Salau will place. Again, I'm not going to go too far in because I want it to cover around here, so I'm not cutting the stems. One here. So that's what I've done at the back with the Salau. Again, when I'm doing a 360, I always find that anything along, you know, like those leaves, you know, for the Salau or similar, you know, bigger leaves than like the ficus or the eucalyptus, I always find that they are the best, in my opinion. You know, you perhaps have your own, you know, likes, but in my own opinion, for me, they are the best filler foliage because they are quite big. There's 4 leaves and you can turn the leaves around, so they're like a circle basically, as you can see here. 1 at the top, 2 at the side, 1 at the bottom. That covers a lot. It really does, guys. So I swear by Salau, because it does that, especially when you're doing wreaths and things like that. It covers a lot. It saves you getting a little bits out or little greenery and then having to put more in basically. So I think that's it for today. Again, it's a Valentine's bird cage arrangement, even though you can't barely see the bird cage, you know, but I have tried. I keep lifting the bows up so you may see slightly bits of it, and moving the bow slightly and that, so you could see the odd bits, you know, like turning that under so you could see bits of the bird cage through it. But that's basically his design for Valentine's Day. The lady didn't even say why a bird cage, you know, so it just must be something she likes, bless her. So I've done that, put a few love hearts in, not overdone it with the love hearts, you know, put pinks and reds. She didn't say what colour floral apart from, you know, just Valentine's arrangement. So I put pinks and reds in, just, I don't know, to be on the safe side, I guess, because I don't know whether she likes pinks and I don't know whether she likes reds, or she might not even like both. She might like yellow instead. Some people do. There's nothing wrong with that. They're all beautiful. So I hope you enjoyed that. I know it may have took a long time, guys. I will try to explain things as well, you know, and bring it out from inside of the cage outwards. So it's basically what I had in mind was bring the love from within out. That's what I was trying to express, but not in too much of a way where it's too overwhelming, you know, too much basically. So that's the reason I only brought it out slightly. I could have brought it out really far, but I'm playing it safe in case the lady doesn't like that sort of thing. So I only slightly brought it out and from within, but a lot of love with the hearts and everything, you know, coming from within herself, showing it coming out of her body towards her partner, giving that sort of a expression. So again, I hope you enjoyed that. Please give it a go. And again, I'm back. Video tomorrow, guys. So I'll see you tomorrow as well. I'm just waiting for my new ribbon for Easter, and then I'm going to do an Easter bunny one with my Easter bunnies. And I am itching to play with those. Again, enjoy the rest of your day. I'll see you again tomorrow. And again, Happy New Year, everybody. Good health. And I hope all your wishes and your dreams come true. And again, this is for a loved one. You know, if you want to try something with a bird cage or something different or on a smaller scale, please do, guys, because 2024, this is where all your creativity goes up the ladder a bit more. And I know you're all going to do it. So have fun. Really, guys, have fun. And thanks for holding on until I come back after the Christmas holidays, because I was slightly worried in case people would unsubscribe because they haven't seen a video from me for, you know, since 3 days before Christmas, something like that. And it did sort of like worry me that people may unsubscribe thinking I'm not doing videos anymore, but they haven't. I've had a few more subscribers throughout Christmas period. Not many, you know, I didn't expect it. Everybody's having a joyous time, and I really understand that. I was too. But thank you, guys, for staying, you know, subscribed to my channel. Again, it really does mean so much to me. And Marley, who's fast asleep, I'll show him you in a minute. And you know, and plus, please share to your friends and family or colleagues or anything like that, because it really does help me and spurs me on to do much more. And again, because I like chatting. So have a wonderful day, guys, and I'm so excited I'm back. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye bye. Oh, I'll show you a close-up, guys. One moment, get ready for my camera moving. Oh my good gracious me. Let's just move this out of the way. Let's bring it over. Right, there's my bow, where it says, if you can read it, it's upside down, but Happy Valentine's Day. Here we go. Happy Valentine's Day, with the truck, the lovely truck, isn't that cute, on it. And again, this ribbon, what's got the white and the pink love hearts. Where's the other one? And this one, what's got the cerise pink and the baby pink love hearts. And then the gingham, and then if I can find, and the beautiful red velvet. And then these little wooden love hearts. And then these, guys, look at these that I got. Oh look, my stubbies are back. and there's the arrangement, just like I say, slightly coming out of the bird cage, which you can see the bird cage, look, just slightly in there. And the flowers are just coming out with the red roses, the beautiful bright red roses, look. And then the blush pink Aren't they pretty? And again, there's just allow what covers a lot. And then you've got your seed heads, and here is your conifer or your cypress leaves, and my rubbery textured fern. Oh, I've got a bit of glue on that. And then my silver dollar eucalyptus, and that's what I say looks like fennel. Again, I did call it, what was it? Yeah, you know. And then my ficus, asparagus fern, that's what I called it. And then on the back, just a little few daisies, and my beautiful red ranunculus, just placed quite a bit deep in, just to add a bit of colour around the back so it's not bland. And that's how, again, it's looking from the back. So guys, I hope you enjoyed that, and give it a go. I've put it from the side. See, you can see the bird cage, because I did want you to see it. And look at my cat. That's the blanket, and he's fast asleep. I should have brought that in ages ago. So guys, I'll be back tomorrow. Have a wonderful day. Take care, and all the best, and Happy New Year! Bye!